Tape Art Convention is a project we started a few years ago because we thought there's constantly coming up new artists everywhere in the world with new styles of tape art, and there's such a variety because this medium is still so young and there's so many new ideas coming up.
One of our goals is to spread it around the world and make people aware that you can take an everyday medium as tape and make art with it.
I think tape art is going to be well known in the next 10 years.
Standing in a circle and then everybody introduced themselves, and that was really nice because you see the artworks from the people all the time, and then you see the person and meet them and really get to know them as well.
Why tape and not paint? Well, for the first probably 10 years of me experimenting with tape, I had been only doing spray paint, so it was nice to change mediums and just go focus on tape just because it was different. And I found pleasure in it, and there was so many different styles and different things.
Well, I picked up a roll of masking tape in 2005, and I challenged myself to see what I could make with it. I wanted to make art as accessible as possible, and I wanted to be able to make art everywhere I went with everyone I met. So I went to the hardware store and got all the materials that self-attached, so I didn't need any tools to work with them. And out of all those materials, tape had the most potential. So I spent the next 8 years working until I couldn't make something new, and then I realized that wasn't going to happen, so now it's just do it until it's not fun any longer.
Tape art for me has meant an opportunity to be really irreverent and to be able to do what I love, which is doing live portraiture and capturing people in the moment, hearing their stories.
It's like one of the youngest art forms from the urban art, like for me. I guess.
I've always sought to find something new to create with and get very bored quickly with drawing and painting in the traditional sense.
Ich mag, das Tape ist so grafisch. Ich mag diese kontrastische Sache mehr als Öl oder Acryl.
Du kannst halt weitermachen an dem Bild. Also wenn ich jetzt irgendwie gemalt habe, dann ist es trocknet halt und dann ist es schwierig, das wieder wegzukriegen. Und bei Tape kannst du halt in Layern arbeiten und es immer wieder wegziehen und wieder rankleben. Auch Tage später einfach wieder weitermachen.
When it's done, I always say, oh, it looks like cover of like Rolling Stone magazine or something. You know, it's super fresh. So.
It takes something very normal and transforms it in something really aesthetically beautiful, and that's very fascinating to me.
Best way that I've ever found to make friends in the world, and it's sticky on the outside so you can build upon it without any tools, or you can stick it on someone you don't know and become friends with them.
We walk into huge public spaces and transform them in a very short, intense burst of performance energy, and it's just really exciting to be that playful and whimsical in public space and have people watch and talk and share that process.
When I do graffiti, I work a lot with the letters. For me, it's very important to do a good form of letters, and also hand styles and calligraphy and geometrics.
I like to experiment on material, to try a new way to follow my ideas.
I'm still fascinated though with that moment when I switch on the light box and what looks really dull and just brown turns into like this interesting artwork.
Mostly I'm inspired by the space, also very much the time, because if you have not a lot of time, you have to think smart and do something easygoing.
Sometimes I'll plan out a piece and those will take a much longer time. But still, they grow organically, and I can never know what it's going to look like when it's done.
We take a little piece of that, a little piece of that, and mix it up. So we create something that is our own from using the inspiration of words, situation, internet, anything.
Die klassischen Themen von Kunstgeschichte wie Liebe oder Religion, die sind für mich relevant. Deswegen wende ich mich oft auch zu diesen Themen.
There's no purpose, it's freedom. For me, at least, yeah.
Should be an exhibition that you don't only go there and just look at artworks, but it should be an exhibition where people can actually participate. They can either go into room installations or something like becoming part of the artworks, or do workshops and learn tape art themselves, create their own artworks and get taught by people who are very experienced.
I think it was totally obvious that there's a medium out there of thousands of different colors of an adhesive material that you can put on something. So for more people to not discover, it's like, well, hell, it was right there. You can jump in. So I have no idea where it'll go. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
We see oil paint as like an established medium, but that's only because it's been around for so long. Using tape as a medium, I think, is going to go that way.
We're just opening this up to so many people. I think it will become maybe some kind of a art that maybe a lot of people will try and maybe will also want to explore.
Everyone sharing art together, the same way they do origami or Legos. It'll be the same thing. Kids will grow up and be like, you can make art out of tape. It'll be a classroom project every year in every school and every classroom in the world.
I just can see it growing that way because it's really fun material to work with.
Die Leute werden immer professioneller, total die abgefahrenen Sachen, die hier entstehen, irgendwie von den unterschiedlichen Künstlern.
It's beautiful that it's so hard to predict, you know, like people pop up on each corner and you're like, oh my God, I've never seen that before. And that's what I love about it, like this new dynamic sort of little niche art form.
In my city there is no other tape artist, but I see in Berlin there is a lot, and maybe it will be spread all around the world.
You ready?
Nice.
You ready?
I wish.
1 nach 12. Los geht's.